Here we have set up the solo variant for Castles of Mad King Ludwig. You set it up just as you would a 3-player game, except for a few small changes. Let's take a look at those changes. Have 1d6 and 1d8 on hand close to the playing area. Don't set up any King's Favor tokens. Fill in the tableau in draw order from 15,000 down to 2,000. Place your score marker at the 0 spot. Now that we've looked at the setup changes, let's take a look at the rule changes. Before you purchase a tile, do the following. You will begin with a market roll. Roll 1d6, divide by 2, and round down. This result will be the number of tiles to be removed from the market. If the market roll die face is a 5 or a 3, collect the coins for the amount of the tile being removed. This simulates the Master Builder mechanic used in the base game. Based on the market roll result number, roll the d8 that number of times. For each d8 roll, remove the tile based on that number. An 8 represents the 15,000 mark spot, a 3 represents the 2,000 mark spot, a 2 represents the stairways, and a 1 represents the hallways. If you roll a number where the tile was already removed, pick the closest tile to the empty spot, starting with the first on the right side. If the furthest right is empty, pick the closest spot to the left of the original number. The refreshing phase, the end game, and scoring are all the same as in the base game. Alright, what did I like? I really like the AI die roll. Rolling to figure out how many tiles are removed keeps some randomness that playing multiplayer has. The mechanic of gaining money on a 3 or 5 is rolled is a great way to mimic the Master Builder mechanic. That is a necessity for this variant, as the games last longer than the base solo game. I also like that it feels like a full real game. The small changes of the die roll, the adding of money to the leftover tiles, and the receiving money mechanic all makes the solo play much more robust. It actually feels like you're playing the real multiplayer game. What didn't I like? The initial variant had you rolling a 6-sided die to remove tiles from the supply. That left out the possibility of hallways or stairs being purchased, and it made the game feel a little bit less like the multiplayer game. The change to roll a d8 to simply choose the space to remove the tile helped make the game become a more complete experience. Overall, this variant takes the base solo variant and changes it from a quick-paced puzzle with little room for error into a robust variant that plays very much like the multiplayer game. The die rolls are not too intrusive to the gameplay and adds the appropriate amount of randomness to your solo game.
Hey, I'm Hans, and if you like what you saw, go ahead and click subscribe below, and good things will happen for you forever.